Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Let's Talk with Ava. It's your girl Oluwatomisin, and yes, this is episode 2 of video podcasting. In the last episode, people had conflicting perspectives to what I said. I don't know. I just feel like I'm going to address some things. First thing is it's not even happening to me directly. Some people said I was aggressive. Was I? Maybe a little, but it was based on how I was feeling about the whole thing. It's not right, and it should not be disguised as cultural dogma. It's not. One thing I believe, which is what I want to address in this episode, is that we disguise a lot of things as culture and societal values, whereas it's really not. It's just undisguised pressure. Or disguised pressure, I mean. It's just disguised pressure. And we keep on accepting these things. We are now the adults. Hey, we are now the adults, and there are some things we should not pass on to the next generation because society has disguised it as something that is acceptable. Also, I'm not that old, so nobody's pressuring me to get married. My family aren't, and for those that have one or two things to say, I usually give them a response that I feel like they prefer. I'm usually not rude about it. I usually say with a smile on my face, and also they know that I am jokingly not joking. But yes, let's get into this video, which are like I said, I want to talk about things that society disguise as pressure, or they disguise as culture, which is actually pressure. I just want to title it things that are not your business, because they are not your business. First thing is, with reference to the previous episode, I spoke about marriage, and telling people to get married. It's none of your business when they get married. People have their own timelines. And someone responded saying that it's cultural, it's societal, something, and it is how society just acts, which led me to this topic, like I said. And I realized that society would ask you when you will get married. When you get married, they would ask you when you are going to give birth. If in some months you are not showing signs of pregnancy, they begin to ask you, when are you going to invite us to come and eat rice? When are you going to do this? When are you going to give us a child? Blah blah blah. Eventually, if you give birth, and you give birth to maybe a child, and maybe there's some sort of delay for whatever reason, they'll start asking you, when are you going to give this child a younger one? Can you see? Is this pressure or culture? When they ask you, okay, if you eventually give birth, and maybe you give birth to girls, they are going to ask you, when are you going to give birth to a man or to a boy child, because a male child would carry the family name. It's really, to me, it's pressure. It's nobody's business. Like I said in the previous episode, if you know that what you want to say is none of your business, maybe you should pray about it. Because if I talk, my people say I'm being aggressive. So I'm going to maintain. I'm going to be calm. Okay? I'm going to be calm. Another thing that is nobody's business is their weight. There's a way somebody would be that you can tell the person, okay, maybe the way you are going, it's not going to be, it's not LD anymore, out of love. But there's a way people would address your weight that just irks me, it just annoys me. In 2023, I was sick, and due to some medications that I was on, I began to gain some weight. And everybody started to tell me that, oh Tommy, you are fat. I wasn't even that big. I'll insert a picture of what I looked like then. But everybody went, Tommy, you are fat. You're already fat. Let's not watch your weight. What are you eating? It annoys me. Me, personally. It annoys me. If I'm gaining weight for whatever reason and you don't have a polite way, maybe I was going to say maybe your brain was not telling you, but if people say I'm aggressive. I mean, there is a way you talk to somebody, or you infer certain things about people that would not make the person feel bad or put down. During the period where everybody was telling me that I was fat or I was already insecure about my weight. I was insecure about the way I looked. I did not like my body. I did not like the way my body felt, because I felt heavier, and I was having a lot of acne breakouts, and it was worrying me. And then everybody decided to voice it out, like I could not even see a mirror. So yes, if you want to tell somebody that maybe they've gained weight or they've lost weight, find a way to say it in love, not, and you're already fat. What are you eating? See your cheek, be like Pop-Off. If you want to be fat, say it. Let us transfer some of the weight to you. And I can't start disguising rubbish. Okay. Back to being calm and demure. The third thing is people's faith. During the same period where I was sick, I happened to have a crisis in a public space, and somebody walked up to me and was like, oh, yeah, this thing is happening to you because you now have faith that God will heal you. I see, remembering it is even annoying me. And talking of faith, it's telling people that bad things are happening to them because they did not believe in God, or they did not pray enough, or maybe they did not do one thing or the other. Imagine telling somebody that lost a child that the person lost the child because the person did not have faith in God. Or someone that has been nursing a sickness, and I tell the person that the person has not been healed because the person did not have faith. Are people mad? Sorry. Like I said, things that annoy me personally. This is nonsense. It's really, really nonsense. What do you mean bad things happen to people because they don't have faith in God? When the man said that thing, I just looked at him and I kept quiet. Can you believe? I kept quiet. I didn't want to dignify that remark with a response, because if I did, what I said would have scattered the church. So I kept quiet. Another thing is childbirth. When would you give birth? Like I said before, it's very annoying. You don't know what the person is passing through. You don't know the reason the person is not giving birth. You don't even know if the person does not want to give birth. Okay, I raised my voice, sorry. But let's, add that thing to things that you should learn how to not talk about. also I've mentioned child's gender, especially male children. And when are you going to give birth to a boy? People will never be a relay. A relay call. Girls are what? See their mouths. Not you. Those people. But if you are one of those people that usually say that, see your mouth. Next is talking about what people should do. For instance, when I was still looking for a job, someone was like, "Oh, Thomas, what are you doing now?" I said, "Oh, I'm applying for jobs and all." And the person goes, "Maybe you should go and learn a trade since nothing is forthcoming." I'll not lie, I was mad. It was vexing me. I was pissed. I was like, "Thank you, but I would let you know when it's your business." If that response might be rude, but you said if you were rude, what's your own? If I wanted to learn a job, would I not have emergency? So would I not calm? Yeah, I'm calm. But yeah, I find it very pissing when somebody goes, "Hey, maybe you should do something." Fine. It might come from a place of care, but another one that pisses me off is telling people how to grieve or how to heal. So somebody lost somebody dear to them, and you're telling them, "It's not time for you to get over it. It's already been a year." Okay, and so people grieve differently, people heal differently. Imagine telling a rape victim that she should get over it because, it has been a while. Somebody suffering from abuse, telling them to get over it, at least the person is not beating you again. Sometimes, yeah, I wonder if people forgot their brains at home, or maybe they didn't activate their brain. Maybe there's a switch somewhere in their head that they are supposed to activate that they refuse to activate when they say some things. Another thing is relationship status. Everybody already knows that one, and I mean, "Hey, I'm still single, and I'm going to marry." Finally, mind your business when it comes to somebody refusal to settle. Oh, you're too picky. It's not like you said you're looking for a tall man. What do you mean you can't date a light-skinned person? What do you mean? Please, this is 2026. Let us learn to mind our businesses. These things that I mentioned and other things that I did not mention. Honestly, I'm tired.